Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Camilla, you have made a fool of yourself. I would say a drunken fool, but at this point, Camilla performs the same way sober, not sober, in, out, and about. She is an abomination, which is to say that she is Charles's better half. However, not to be outdone or out humiliated, William has come to the table. Talking about he trying to play like he's unbothered. On top of that, what we predicted at the top of the year when Kate was mysteriously missing, and baby, they never really explained anything, has come to pass. William has announced that Kate is not coming to the Earthshot Prize to look after her health. Too bad they already announced in January that she was not invited to the Earthshot Prize before they rolled it back. And now look at God's glory. She still isn't around. On top of that, we have to actually talk about the reports that are going around in the own UK media saying that something happened on December 23rd, 2023, that the Wells' marriage is irreparably broken and the courtiers don't know what to do because Kate finally got a backbone. Either that or she realized, baby, I'm the most interesting part about you. And we're like, but nobody's interested. You know what? You know what? Never mind, Kate, pop your collar because the more we see that infighting, the more we love it. Where do you guys want to start off? I think it's important to start off with the biggest thing, which is the fact that since there have been so many rumors about Meghan and Harry, it can only mean one thing. Kate and William are beyond on the rocks. Their marriage is irretrievably broken. One of them will not play ball, and it's only a matter of time before everything goes away. Now, there were already reports that Kate is going to be spending Christmas with the Middletons. She is elevating her family. And let me tell you something, right? Because I will always strongly believe this. I don't blame Kate for doing that. If I had to literally act like William was interesting, take a knee to Camilla, do all this stuff, baby, I'm elevating my family too. What you think I did this for? Love? Affection? That's not the way it worked. I did it for power. I did it for money. I did it for my namesake. I do not fault Kate at all for bringing her family into the fray. What is the point of all this if we aren't making connections? Now, we can fault her for being the alleged racist. We can fault her for all this stuff. But for what she's doing with her family, I don't buy into that class stuff. Baby, if I'm here, my whole family's coming. I don't care whether you think they deserve to be here or not. I'm here. My mama's going to have it be a lady, a duke. She's going to be over the King of England. We're going to do what we can. However, right? Once again, Kate cannot leave well enough alone because it's not enough for her to go on offenses against the Royals. It's not enough. Kate is obsessed with being the most perfect pumpkin. She's obsessed with trying to ground Harry and Meghan down. She's obsessed not with just being on top, but making sure she keeps her foot on the boot of everybody's neck on the bottom. Now, why is that so surprising? Because let me pull it up. Listen to this report that is being circulated all over the UK media. You know, every single time there's something with William, Kate, Harry, all of that, whatever's going on with Kate and Williams, they literally project on to Harry. Think about it. Meghan controls Harry and leads him down. When you really see Meghan, like she goes out of her way to appease Harry and to support his decisions. But you know who does 100% run the show? Who was the horsey that while people were saying thank you, got on a plane, left the King of England, got on a plane, sat by so Charles could hop, skip his alleged cancer stuff onto the plane? Speaking of this, and I will say this, do y'all really believe Charles has cancer? Why do I say that? Because he was getting such bad press. This mofo had the nerve to say, so he could get a little bit of sympathy, I hope I'm alive next year to visit again. You're being dragged for the slavery. You're being dragged for the way you treated the Aborigines. You are being dragged for being the figurehead for a white supremacist, brutal regime that crushed cultures, many people, and did so many ugly things. And you have the nerve to be out here for sympathy, folks. Now, listen, I know there's some part of Sessa Squad being like, Tisa, heart. No, because they don't have hearts. Y'all keep thinking if you show grace and mercy to people that do not ask for it, do not want it, and don't know what to do when they get it. This is why we always keep up. We always keep losing. Show grace and humility to what? You realize that Charles is sitting on a $40 billion fortune because he stole from probably all our ancestors, right? And we talk about Ireland and Scotland too. Do you know that literally everybody's ancestors, they have ground down, they have stolen from, they have done that, and you got the nerve to be like, show him some mercy. Why won't he come off all that money? Why doesn't he give back those jewels? Why doesn't he give back the artifacts? Why doesn't he try to do anything to make the lives? Because they don't care. So as much as they want sympathy, don't you realize, just like when they're the only ones that count. Their feelings are the only ones that's real, and they're the only ones that we should care about. I refuse to take that narrative. I'm not doing it. And you know what? It is what it is. But let's actually get into the reports that the whales are on the rocks. And baby, we love to see it. Listen, they said William and Kate appear to be at a dangerous crossroads in their marriage. I believe this was on SK's uh, Twitter. I believe this was on SK's Twitter, but let's get into this. William and Kate appear to be at a dangerous crossroads in their marriage, and the palace is desperate to keep it under wraps. A senior courtier told the National Enquirer, with King Charles battling deadly cancer, the royals can't handle another major crisis. It's funny how the two royal races mysteriously got cancer. And it's funny how both of them could pause treatment. Well, Kate says that she's cured, but then she's like, she never had it, maybe, kind of, sort of. I find it also interesting that the person that does Charles have cancer works more and harder with Kate, who is fully recovered and living her life. But we already know what's going on with that, or at least I think I do. Kate has long been seen as a key to saving the crumbling monarchy, which has been rocked by illness, scandal, and assaults by renegades, Prince Harry and his wife Meghan. Imagine existing and living being called an assault. I'm told the king has ordered William to pull out all the stops to keep Kate by his side. Queen Elizabeth told him that too. And as soon as Queen Anne passed away, William was out running amok, looking like a bald, hollowed cheek, weird, scruffy, look like you've been on a 3-day bender beard person. Again, there is an interesting theory floating on Twitter, and who knows if it's true or not, but William looks like he's the one that's sick. And they often send Kate to actually take the brunt of William. Everybody must protect the future king. What if William's the one that's sick? I don't know. Anyway, but if he is, Kate still ain't allowed out in public, right? I'm told the king has ordered William to pull out all the stops to keep Kate by his side. Even Queen Camilla, who has no love lost for Kate, is urging her not to make a hasty decision she'll regret. The buzz around the palace is Kate is already planning to hire a big shot attorney, Anthony Julius, who handled Princess Diana's divorce from the then Prince Charles 30 years ago. And insiders predict she'll be seeking a much bigger payout than Diana got. Let me tell y'all something. Good, good, good. Go for it. Go for it. These fools don't deserve anything. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Take everything you can from that mofo, right? The enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? You also understand this, right? And I think it's important to realize she is such a she is such, and by she I mean Camilla, such a horrible, vapid piece of person. Do you know that while she was you saw her leave Charles and ignore people that were saying goodbye to her. But do you know that while they were performing their indigenous ceremonies, Camilla was seen laughing so hard that tears came to her eyes, and she kept trying to get Charles to laugh at her and laugh at them also and snicker. This is why nobody likes the UK. And I mean the royal family. why nobody respects this commonwealth, because at the end of the day they treat everybody like they're savages and look down on them. And even then they just have no respect for anybody's customs, culture. The fact that this trollop, who literally slept her way to the top and connived and broke up families in more ways than one, has the nerve with her horsey face and her apple wine stained breath and her stupid fluffy dandelion hair with the aquanet curls, with her stupid ill-fitting clothes and her tacky vulgar way to be walking around barefoot while Charles holds your heels like you are a 3-year-old that can't act right in public, while you're laughing at people that took the time to welcome you, host you, and pay for your trollop ass to sit there and give you some respect, and you are sitting there laughing in people's faces. Baby, you just got here and everybody knows that you're pure trash. But for anybody that thought that you had rehab, that you had changed, you sat there and ridiculed these people that were hosting you, and literally reminded us that you are nothing but pure D, classless, tactless trash, which is to say that she is Charles's better half. Because as much as people want to be like, look at her, it was also Charles. Charles knew what she was doing. Charles knows how to cut people off. He cut his own son off. Look at the way he treated Diana when they were on the royal tour. He could have literally got Camilla's stuff up out of there, locked her away, make sure nobody saw that horsey galloping around barefoot while he held her shoes. Charles agrees with Camilla. Charles loves when Camilla does that. Camilla is Charles's spirit animal. Camilla is free. She does everything that Charles wishes he could do. Everything Charles wishes he could do. Again, these things of the way Camilla acted, it is a national shame. And you know, the fact that Great Britain News had the nerve to gaslight and said that Camilla was in tears due to Charles's emotional farewell when he was like, I hope I can visit next year if I'm not dead. Okay, thy will be done. God, do your thing. Do you be even doing this thing all 2024? God, please do your thing again. We will pray on it. Again, Camilla is the fact that they want that piece of trash and she's okay to represent who England wants the world to think they are, who the British monarchy wants to, it says it all. Meghan was too good for that place. Harry was too good for the place. Are Meghan and Harry perfect? No, they're human. I'm not going to elevate them to godlike status because that's what the royal family wants people to do. Do I admire them? Yes. I think Meghan's good at a lot of things. I think Harry's good at a lot of things. They are not perfect, but they try their best to live life honestly and to respect others, even if it's just for a soundbite. Camilla is pure D trash, always was, always will. And that goes for her California raisin face husband, the King of England. And let me tell you something, as much as I'm dragging Camilla and Charles, William is no better and Kate is even worse. Y'all, listen, getting back to this Great Britain news, right? Carmen's granddaughter posted two things saying celebrities issue statements ahead of Prince William's major event as Kate is not included in the lineup. Great Britain News also posted Princess Kate is set to miss the ceremony as star-studded lineup unveiled for the Prince's royal event. Can you tell me why? Can you please tell me why? Okay. Um, William invited and is flying in all these stars to South Africa. Okay. Most, and here's another thing. You flying in all these stars, and the only person you don't have is your wife and children. Why aren't you had George, every other thing. Why aren't your wife and children on the carpet? Why isn't your wife on the carpet? And you're flying in all these stars that were cool with Harry and Meghan. Queen's Our Maid had a good point. She said, y'all know why William invited and is flying in those particular stars to appear in his South Africa shit show. Most have associated with or made kind statements about Harry and or Meghan. The heir is insecure, a stalker, unoriginal, and hoping for us to use them for views. But you know what the funniest thing about William that just shows what an idiot he is? You scheduled the Earthside Prize for this November 6th, a day or two after the elections. Y'all listen. What coverage does William think is going to happen when everybody in America is going to be focused on and talking about the elections? He is so stupid. He doesn't even realize how he failed himself. But again, William, anyway, they're bringing Nina Dobrev, that from the Vampire Diaries. I mean, don't get me wrong, good for her, but Heidi Klum is this? So who else do they have? Let's look at all these people. Billy Porter, um, Winnie Harlow. So he's flying in every black person he can. Uh, Listen, Toby Nagwigi, Winnie Harlow. What is this mess? He's also inviting okay, so he's inviting every black person he knows and he wants to do, but the thing is, I don't care if I was Harry, I'd be laughing about this because the more you legitimize people that had good things to say about me, right? See, I know what this feels like, and I think it's great. See, you spend all your time talking trash about Harry and Meghan, but you don't realize that when you bring on people that are cool with Harry and Meghan, it actually makes you look stupid, and it legitimizes Harry and Meghan more. So you know what? Applause to William. Shout out to William. May the odds ever be in his favor. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think. And I'll talk to y'all later, Sussex Squad. I promised I was going to get back on the case this week. Please like, share, do whatever. I'm making the videos extra long, and we got a lot to talk about tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.